Something that I like to say about Bound is that this is art for artists. So this is not a big Broadway style production. This is intimate, it's personal, it's deeply personal. It's written by people in our own community.
It's a collaborative effort between dance, acting, and music, all centered around the word bound and what many of its different meanings are.
The whole concept is like how we work around that word and what creative concepts we could use around that to make this show, which is super duper cool.
It is about the boundaries that we create or don't create, that we have or don't have, how we can be boundless, how we can be bound by things. Bound is a beautiful exploration of human boundaries and our relationships with other people, our relationships with the world and with nature and with spirituality. And it all comes together in this lyrical poetry that is put to dance, which is poetry in movement. And anyone who comes to see this show is going to be able to relate to at least a piece of it.
I give to you, of yours and mine.
I really enjoy the fact that it's all original work, and it's something Janesville has never seen before, which I think is really special.
Again, like with Women of Rock County, it's all original material. I appreciate so much the authors as well as Tess, who is written the songs for us.
We had this beautiful writers' circle of women in our community. We had known previously that all of them have explored in writing and had seen some of their pieces featured in Women of Rock County, and we really wanted to pull them together for this. And essentially they sat down over several months and worked with each other, worked independently to really try and write around the theme of bound, those boundaries in relationships, and also bound as in to leap and find joy.
Bound brings original music, song, poetry, scene work from all local writers and members of our community. And during the process, there's not really a whole lot that's explained to you. So it's very mysterious in terms of what's happening with the writers and the creators. And then when you get your first chance to get your hands on the script, you're kind of seeing very much a hazy picture. And then as you start to work with it and you start to rehearse it and you get with your scene partners, then you start to feel how much has been created for you, but most importantly, what is left for you to fill in. And that's been the most unique experience of this.
I have loved this show because I have been involved in it from the very start. I also sit on the board for the Circle Arts Collective, so seeing this go from a very loose and up to interpretation creative dream to something that is actually now on stage has been an amazing process to be a part of.
I feel like we have really sat in it and developed the story and the characters in each little piece that we have. So now it's up to the audience to see what they take away from it.
Drowning in mediocrity, I gave it, it's no way. You ignored my every need.
So I did come on auditions and primarily to get a speaking part, really not realizing that so much dance was going to be involved in this. And it's really been a good thing for me because it's pushed me beyond my normal boundaries of what I'm comfortable doing, and that's one of the main reasons I auditioned.
I personally have never considered myself a dancer. This has been my only experience in theater and in a performance where I actually feel like a dancer. The choreographer for this show has been amazing. She has said since day one of working with me that dancing is just fancy walking. And what I've really loved about the dancing aspect of this show is seeing both professional and non-dancers alike come together and create something really beautiful and wholesome and inclusive.
There's a lot of character work, and you get to bring character development and backstory and subtext to movement, which is a really cool way to bring a character to life when you're not relying on script or song to do so.
I learned a lot about myself. I'm currently on a very big healing journey of my own, going and setting boundaries with people, like very close family members, and it's actually been a super healing experience to be able to use like my dancing for something that's such a powerful message for others, but like I've also been able to do that for myself. So I've been able to learn how to take what I'm feeling inside and put that on stage, because it's much tougher than it looks. So I've been able to do that, and it's been a really healing experience, and I've learned a lot about how I can set healthy boundaries and different ways to do that with the levels of how we set boundaries, like throughout telling the story in the show.
Maybe you have wounds in your past and it might bring up something for you. And I think this can be a really healing show.
That has been a key word we've heard throughout our cast, is that this has been like a, not to be too ooey gooey about it, but it's been a healing experience, a beautiful experience. We've built a community here, and what we spoke about in rehearsal yesterday is everything that we've done in this space has been so meaningful to us. We are so excited now to share it with our community and hope that it becomes a meaningful experience for you, them as well.
Definitely a production that you tend to look at yourself.
It touches on some sensitive topics, one of them being like setting boundaries with someone that you don't want to necessarily set, but you have to be healthy and to make sure you take care of yourself. So it's tricky, but it shows throughout the show how we overcome that and see that there is healing through making tough decisions like that.
I guarantee you've never seen anything like this, so please come see Bound, a dance drama, playing August 24th, August 25th. You're gonna love it.
Any other thoughts?
This is my creative soulmate. We love each other.